Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, May the 1st, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. So much for risk disclosure today. This is our only session. Crude is in a long trade. So crude had a full loss here, 27 tick risk, 54 tick loss. Now we're in the subsequent long trade, second trade of the morning. And we have a long on unleaded as well. So unleaded took a full loss early. Get in sync on this trade. 48 tick risk, 96 tick loss. And we picked up the long trade, 41 on for the target. And 36 on the trailer. Puts us down 19 for target 2, down 34 on target 1. And you're in that long trade. Pound Aussie's done nothing this morning. Soybeans is flat. Actually, soybeans has gone too far on that trade to get in sync. So we'll look for a new setup. We have a get in sync long possibility on the YM. Start in less than a minute, or less than 2 minutes. And that's kind of where we are. Money management on unleaded. Micro Russell with nothing new. Target 1 on crude and target 2. So that is worth 15 and 23, 38. And we were down 54, so 16 ticks remaining. We need to take the third trade. right, so we pick up 51 for target 1. That's going to get dim positive. 80 for target 2 on unleaded. And we are trailing. This is our quitting trade on unleaded. Soybeans still in the early trade. YM went too, well, actually, YM went too far. It came back and gave us an entry, but then pushed right back up right before our start time. And a stop out on unleaded to finish that off. We have a short trade set up. So crude is short. Needing 16 ticks to get positive. What have we got there? 15 and 23, so we'll need to get, let's see. Yep, if we get to target 1, we'll be positive by a tick. Or actually, we'll be break even. All right, YM gives us a long trade that stops and reverses a very small loss, and then gives us a 25 tick target and a little, just touch more than that on the trailer. So that's going to get it two and done on the YM. Still no trades on the micro Russell. Put unleaded over here on top of the YM for the moment. No, wait a minute. Unleaded is done. I'm sorry. I'll keep it in its normal place and just bring up the micro NQ. Oops. Oh. That is a valid trade, and we just hit money management. That is just at our start time for this trade plan. And there is a long on the micro Russell while I'm looking at this one. Looking for target 2 on the short side. Micro Russell looks like it picked up money management on the long side. And there's target 3. Looking for a target four win, trailing now. 65.4 on the micro Russell, and target 4. 65.8, 66.4 it looks like. Just bouncing on up. 67.2. And break even, transitioning to long on the micro NQ. Just missing money management there. $69.7 for the micro Russell trailer. Soybeans still in the early long trade. Micro NQ turning downward again. It looked, well, maybe not. Doesn't know what it's going to do. $69.9 on micro Russell. And we did get money management on the micro NQ. 40 cent, and that's a break-even stop out. So that's 2 break-evens on the micro NQ. Finally, some short. Just 8 seconds to be on the stop. So I'm going to say that the short was not tradable. And we go back to short on the micro NQ. Close to money management. There's money management on the micro NQ. Micro Russell stops out. All right, we're still in the short on crude, and we have a potential stop and reverse to long at 23. Target 2 on the micro NQ. 2 break evens and a win now. We'll look for target 3 next. And we'll start trailing about halfway between target 2 and target 3. And there is transition to long on crude. Actually, that's just an exit point because this was the 3rd trade. Exit at 23. So crude has a losing session this morning. So crude is done. And we take a full loss on the, we got target 2, trailing stop at target 1, full loss on the long trade on the micro NQ, transition to short for a break even. And similar kind of stuff on the micro Russell. Now a long setup, avoidable so far on the micro NQ. Now that long trade was successful, but that was trade number 4, so we don't take that. Okay, avoidable trade on the long on the micro NQ. Let's see where we are on. I'm afraid to. Well, let's see. Yeah, probably no way to get away from that one. That's a full loss. So we have a 1 win, 1 loss. That's going to be a break even. Possibly a chance to get into that before I hit money management. I'll count it as a break even. So we have win, loss, break even. Trade 4 is at least break even. Trade 4 is a break even. Pulling back, hitting break even before going on to the target. That's not the way we don't trade it. We hit break even, we're stopped out. So win, loss, 2 break evens, 2 trades remaining. Soybean still has not had a trade. Unleaded got positive. Crude was in losing session. YM was positive. Micro Russell has 1 win, 1 loss, 2 break evens. Micro NQ we have a break even, 2 break evens, target 2 win, target 1 trailer, full loss, break even, avoidable. 3, 4, 5. 1 more trade on micro NQ. One trade on the micro NQ, two on micro Russell. Short trade setup on soybeans. And soybeans triggers in. Soybeans in the short. Micro Russell, excuse me, in the long trade. One tick. Micro Russell in the long trade. One tick from money management. There's money management. That will bring it to break even. $74.8 for the trailing stop. $10 a.m. crude session coming up in about a little over 10 minutes. Break even on micro Russell. Now we have a short setup. Ticked in, stopped out. I think that's going to be avoidable. It would have been difficult to get that trade in. So one trade remaining on micro Russell. One trade remaining on the micro NQ. Soybeans hanging around the entry. Pound Aussie doing nothing. Micro NQ with a big short, big wick on this trade. Let's see what. Yeah, that's going to be target one. And that takes a stop and reverse exit for the final trade. So loser on that final trade. Final trade on Micro Russell is going to be long. In this one with a pretty good sized wick as well. And we're going to move gold down to target 2 on this one. Soybeans in the July contract are moving nowhere at the moment. Just over 5 minutes now of the crude mini session. I'll start marking out trades again. Micro Russell still in the long trade. And Micro Russell stop and reverse exit at 73.9. Make it full stop at 73.8. Leave that one extra tick of risk. That may be the difference. With the adjustment, we stay in the long, even though the calculator is going to track the short now. So we remain in the long trade. On the Micro Russell, soybeans just stuck right at that 1045, 20 and a quarter and a half. YM and the micro NQ not boding well for the micro Russell. Still in the long. Final trade, stop and reverse would be one tick above full stop. So I'm going to leave the stop at full stop. We're in the 6th trade, so we're not going to take the short. So we'll leave that one extra tick of risk on. Try to stay in the long. Not looking good. Under 2 minutes to go for the 10 a.m. crude mini session. And we did stop out of the micro Russell. That ends that session. So soybeans, pound Aussie, and 10 a.m. crude are our actives. Soybeans the only one in a trade at the moment. We do have news at 10. That looks like that just came out. I'm going to stand down for a couple of minutes on crude. Oh, man, market really getting active now. Okay, the long trade on crude goes too far in our stand down. Soybeans finally starting to move a little bit, testing the 50 EMA. All right. Crude stops out. All right, in the long trade, money management targets 2 and 3 are operative targets. And break even stop out. So break even on trade number 1 for 10 o'clock. Standing down for 2 minutes. Soybeans with a close below the 50 EMA. Market indices now seem trending upward. And another long on crude. See if we can get to targets this time. There's money management and target, so this will be power quitting. Touching target, just touching and stopping out. So that'll be power quitting for 10 a.m. crude. So soybeans and the pound Aussie. And we'll give soybeans a few more minutes to see if it's going to move. Soybeans trying to make a meaningful move down. Long trade setup on micro, or not micro, on the pound Aussie. Yeah, there's just a slightest little peak above zero for the oversold, and we are in the trade. So pound Aussie is long, soybeans is short. Those are our only active charts. Soybeans getting close to target one. One tick away, 40, looking for 42 and a quarter. Currently at 42 and a half, 42 and 3/4. One more tick. And there is target one on soybeans. Looks like 870.1 or 2, or 870, yeah. 08703 for money management. Target one is 872, or 872. So soybeans is going to be power of quitting on one trade, one and done session. Just took a while to get there. It's been almost 30 minutes, been about 25 minutes since the trade set up. And Aussie, on the other hand, moving rapidly up toward its money management. 08703 for money management. This is its first trade of the morning. Ooh, just 5 ticks away. I have 087. Oh, and there we go. Money management. And target 1. So Pound Aussie will be POQ on this session. Move on to target 2. 16 pips for target 1. Stop to 0857. Target 2 worth 27 pips. Questions or comments this morning? This is a good time for it. Soybean stock will come down to 44.5. Pound Aussie pulling back toward the stop. See if it's going to bounce. See if it will bounce off of 860. Soybeans target 2 at 40 3/4. 2 more ticks. Target 1 was 10. It's 2.5 points. Target 2 is 16. So that's 4 points. We can get there. And the pound Aussie stops out. So we net 20 pips, less our spread cost, which is probably about 2 pips per position. So our net after trade cost is probably about 10 pips. Coming back tomorrow. Soybeans hits target 2. So that is 2.5 and 4, 6.5 points in hand. 2 positions remaining. That looks like we're going to move down to 44. Yeah, we already are at 44 flat. It's hiding in the session open. So 3 ticks on the trailer so far. 2 positions. That's another 1.5 points, which would put us at 8 points. And our next goal would be target 3. Or 5.5 points. All right. Now we got another stop move within 2 ticks of target 3 before it headed back up. Currently at 43 3/4. 1 full point on the trailer, 2 positions. It's a net of 8.5 points. I will keep it going until about 10:30, and then we'll call it. I think we'll call it a morning. That's our only active chart, and this is the final trade. This is a power quitting trades. This trade will finish all of them. So no use in just watching it if it's moving extremely slowly. That saw some resistance at the 50 EMA. Coming back down. Might get target 3 after all. Short trade now on the pound Aussie, but we're done with the target 1 in hand. See if we can push through the 1040 mark on soybeans. Get that target 3. Looks like it's going to take a while for this to resolve. Well, yeah. Of course, just as I say that, it gets within 1 tick of target. Another tick down. So we now have 5 ticks on the trailer. And soybeans bounces back up a few ticks. I'm going to go ahead and call it a morning. We will see everybody next week. Regular schedule. Week after next, I will be traveling, so I'm going to be dark that week. Actually, yeah, I'm going to be dark that week because I'll be traveling Monday and Tuesday. And then I'll be away from the computer during the day the rest of the week. So next week will be normal. The week of the 12th will be dark. Everybody have a good weekend, good trading tomorrow, and we'll see you next Tuesday. One more attempt at target 3. All right, we've got net 9 ticks or 9 points in hand. Currently, if we hit this, we'll have 13.25 in hand. We'll only get a net 17 ticks because we've already got some of that target 3 counted in the trailer. Keeps getting close. And bounces back. Doesn't know where it's going. Looks like next stop move will be down another 3 ticks. Oh well, it's just bouncing back and forth there. As soon as I sign off, it'll probably go ahead and clear through target 3, but we will call it a day and see you next week. Everybody have a good one.